Should the Houston Texans get Anthony Richardson in the NFL draft?
You're my first interview since I got injured, so you're lucky. You're a good journalist.
You can compare your swing, the good one and the bad one, so you can see like the difference.
I like to notice that, man.
I love it, man. I appreciate how good I'm glad that makes me feel.
To be honest.
Welcome back to another video on Mono Sports Talk. I'm your host Manav, and in this video we're going to be talking about whether the Houston Texans should look into and get Florida quarterback Anthony Richardson in the NFL draft using one of their picks, the second overall pick or the 12th overall pick if he's available. And to me the answer is no. We just saw Anthony Richardson put up a historically good combine, and which was obviously very, very impressive, but you don't choose quarterbacks based on just the combine. You choose them based on what you see on the film. And there are a lot of reasons why I don't think the Texans will do it. I highly doubt Nick Caserio is going to pull the trigger on this, the GM for the Texans. Richardson's obviously not NFL ready. He's a development project. I just don't think, as you know, I love the Texans coaching staff, but I just don't think they're suited for this kind of quarterback. He would be great in the Shanahan system, but can they develop? And I'm just not sure. You cannot take that risk. With the number 2 overall pick in the draft, I mean, he can't make the consistently accurate throws that you want to see at this point, and he doesn't make the right reads. Obviously, that's a problem. The footwork also needs improvement as well. You know, those are things that can be fixed if you get the right coaching, but will it be there and will you see the development? There's a lot of risk. And obviously, when you take a quarterback top of the first round, there's a lot of risk regardless, but with this, there's a little bit more. He's going to go in the top 8, so the Texans cannot expect him to drop to number 12. If they want to get him, they should get him at 2, otherwise he's gone. Otherwise, you're going to have such a big package to trade him up, to trade back up to maybe 7 to try and get him, and I just don't think that's worth it. There are a lot of other teams that need a quarterback besides the Texans. You have the Colts, you have the Raiders, you have the Panthers, and we're all looking for something. So he's a big risk, but also he's a big reward potential. The thing is, you know, he's not going to have a lot of weapons with the Texans first year if he does get drafted, and that's, you know, something which, you know, can be relatable. Unfortunately, not relatable for C.J. Stroud and Bryce Young. The other 2 quarterbacks, they had a whole bunch of weapons in Ohio State and Alabama, so you know, that's definitely not going to translate to the NFL level. But one thing I will say is their accuracy and their ability to read plays is much better than Anthony Richardson. At this point, they're more NFL ready. I mean, which is why I think they're the better option if you're the Texans. But if they do end up getting Richardson, I'm not going to be mad because you see the ceiling that he has, and I'll just hope that they can develop him. The Texans have been in rumors with Jimmy Garoppolo, you know, try and get him, and then maybe you get Anthony Richardson to develop under Jimmy Garoppolo. Remember, Jimmy Garoppolo was with the 49ers. Bobby Slowick, the offensive assistant for the 49ers, he's now the offensive coordinator for the Texans, so it's a similar kind of scheme, and it's a scheme for Richardson who will fit well in it, but I just don't know what to expect. You have Gerard Johnson as a quarterback coach too. He's a bit unexperienced. I don't know. It's just a bit unsure of what to expect, especially if you're taking but 2. I just think starting Young are safer, and Nick Caserio's job is on the line this year, I would think. More than likely, I really doubt he would take such a big gamble at this point, especially with the number 2 pick. Such an interesting time for the Houston Texans if you're a Texans fan, especially with how bad the season went. I mean, this dude has been the talk of the combine ever since he did his thing there. I mean, the reward was shown. It's the best combine I think we've seen from a quarterback. Some people calling him Jamarcus Russell 2.0. Physical traits are there, obviously much more. The speed is there. Dude ran a 4.43 40, which is really impressive. The height, you know, he's up there in terms of height. Weight is good. You know, the strength, obviously, and the arm strength. Dude can throw more than 60 yards. And the question is the leadership. Is it there? Is the accuracy there? I don't think so right now. The reads are not right there. Those are the things that you're really looking for in a quarterback. Those are in work in progress. Everyone is just, falling in love with him and his confidence, of course. He brings a swag. You love to see that. The way he conducts interviews, obviously that's great. He's so strong, so he's not going to feel, the power, the hits of the 300-pound lineman you're going to be facing in the NFL, unlike Bryce Young, who kind of gets roughed up. Bryce Young was a little bit smaller, 5'10", and 200 pounds. He can get out of the pressure much better than the way Bryce Young and CJ Stroud can. Their advantage is obviously to developing him. You're competing with other quarterbacks in the AFC like Mahomes, like Josh Allen, like Joe Burrow, like Trevor Lawrence. So, it's tough. So you're going to have to find a quarterback to, get in there. Talking about Justin Herbert as well. He only had 54% completion in college, which is not that great in college. 17 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. Was incredible running the football. Obviously, he's great running the football. He has a 4.4 40-yard dash, which is great. We know he can do that. He broke combine records for quarterbacks in the broad jump, 10 foot 9 inches, vertical jump 40 and a half inches. Obviously, so the dude can jump. He's tall, he's strong, he's fast, and his arm strength is there. That's all what you're looking for in the combine. So he has the athleticism. It's just a matter of whether he can put it all together. Dude weighs 244 pounds, so he ran that fast with that much weight. So highly impressive. But would the Texans take the risk at number 2, or would you trade up to get him? I just don't think you would. However, I wouldn't be surprised if they do. So let me know your thoughts on Richardson. AR-15 for sure, one heck of a prospect. Be sure to hit the like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you in the next one.